Assalamu alaikum. I'm with Brother Abid Said Sheikh, an active member of the Islamic Center of St. John, New Brunswick, part of the Muslim Association of New Brunswick. Brother Abid, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Brother Abid, tell us about St. John, New Brunswick.
St. John, New Brunswick is a very old city, very passionately called as a loyalist city of Canada. Probably not too many people know that St. John is the first incorporated city of Canada. King James first granted the first charter to the city. Also, St. John has a credit of being the third largest, physically largest city of Canada. It's a city that is Greater St. John has a population of roughly about 120 to 130,000 people. The people in St. John and in New Brunswick, for that matter, Maritimes, are very friendly. I have lived here 42 years or more. And one of the reasons when I immigrated from Uganda, East Africa, to Canada and decided to live in St. John was because I found that people were extremely friendly, very caring, very gentle and hospitable. So that was the key deciding factor that I should stay in St. John, and I have loved every minute of my stay in St. John since then. St. John is a hilly area with beautiful hills around, rivers, ocean, everything, lots of water around. So you can go out in a few minutes, drive, and you can enjoy the beauty of nature both in winters and summers.
Wonderful. And what can you tell us about the Muslim community in St. John, New Brunswick?
Muslim community in St. John relatively is much smaller when we compare to communities like in Ontario and BC and other places. We have roughly about maybe 1,200 individuals in the Greater St. John area. The community started, the genesis of this community goes back to the early 70s when a group of Muslim families then they organized themselves into a group that would start working at meeting on Sundays, teaching their children Islamic, deen, and praying at least once or twice a week. The community mushroomed into a huge community within a matter of 2 years, and then that gave rise to our Muslim Association of New Brunswick. And under the umbrella of MANB, Muslim Association of New Brunswick, the Greater St. John community basically had managed to build this masjid that you see here. This masjid, St. John Masjid, set a history that it is a masjid of its kind, a masjid as we know, built right from scratch, facing the Qibla, and this is a masjid, the first masjid in Atlantic provinces. At that time, there was a masala in Halifax, the only masala that we know of, but St. John has a credit that this masjid is the first masjid of its kind in Atlantic provinces. It serves a lot of purposes. We have a lot of activities, sisters halaqah, men's halaqah. We have Sunday Islamic school, a very active school. We have community outreach programs, an outreach program for the Muslims. So all newcomers, new settlers in this community are encouraged and inspired to integrate with the local residents and local community without much difficulty and with a lot of ease. And the other aspect of outreach program is for the general masses, the society at large in Greater St. John. So we need to go out and show to them we are ambassadors of Islam, and we have to present Islam in the best possible image and function. So we go out and let them know that Islam is and the Muslims are not basically what are they portrayed in the mass media. And we find that our actions usually will speak louder than our words. We can stand and lecture to people for an hour, might not have as much effect as to see us in action. So that helps a lot. And my own personal experience over the period of 42 years has shown that people get attracted to you when they see something beautiful in you. And that's what Islam helps us project to them.
That's great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I would say probably I will resonate the same feeling and message that probably Muslims or Muslim leaders all over Canada, or for that matter North America, would like to do is that at this point of time, particularly, all Muslims need to unite together, live in harmony, in peace, and carry the same message over to the rest of the Canadian population, so that Canada as a whole becomes a place that will be, a viable place to live in, and we enjoy peace, and in this country. May Allah bless us more for living in this country.
Brother Abid, thank you very much for your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, jazakallah khair.